Hi teachers! Andito ulit tayo. I-share natin ang picture graphics na ilabas ng DepEd Philippines para sa ilaw lesson planning natin. Paano ba tayo bubuo ng lessons? At paano ba tayo bubuo ng mga activities? Ano ba ang dapat ulit natin mga tandaan? Paalala lang actually ito, ginagawa na natin ito, ulitin natin. Okay, nandiyan yung 6 is tulad ng nasabi natin sa una nating video, sinasaalang-alang natin yung engage, explore, explain of course, nandiyan din yung elaborate, evaluate, at saka yung extend. Okay, syempre hindi mawawala yung 5 A's. Ano yung 5 A's? Nandiyan yung activate. We're activating prior knowledge of the learners. And then, nandiyan din yung acquire, apply, assess, at yung last A, adopt. So, babasahin lamang natin itong mga design patterns from DepEd Philippines. Another, syempre, yung pattern natin, experiential learning. Of course, explicit instruction and inquiry learning. Okay, silipin natin yung 6 E's. Engage, explore, explain, elaborate, evaluate, and extend. So, kailan mainam itong gamitin? So, best for introducing new concepts, investigation, and discovery. Dito sa sample natin, mathematics, ang topic areas of rectangles. So, sa engage, paano daw gagawin yung engage? Show two differently shaped gardens. For example, may dalawa ka daw garden. To start yung engagement ng mga bata, we can ask daw, paano nagkaiba yung garden when it comes to the size? Can you compare which garden is bigger? So in that introduction, we can already start the engagement of our learners. Sa bahagi ng explore, so learners may use worksheets with grid paper to count squares in the garden. How about explain? Introduce the formula for computing the area. So as with the elaborate, sa part ng elaborate, we can give more complex examples to measure the area. While doon sa part ng evaluate, doon na natin tinatasa. Conduct a quiz for independent work. And the last one, extend, we have to measure and estimate the area of a space at home. So mga kapatid, disclaimer lang po itong materials natin. Nakuha natin ito sa DepEd Philippines at ibinabahagi ko lang po sa inyo. Okay, ito na yung 5 A's. So na-introduce natin to sa unang video. These are the examples and comprehensive discussion of this through the sample given by DepEd. When we say 5 A's, ano nga yun? Activate, acquire, apply, assess, and adapt. So it is best for routine classroom lessons, moving knowledge to application. Sample sa English, subject natin. Ano ang topic? Identifying the main idea. Paano gagana yung activate? So, ang example na binigay dito is to assign short review of a recent film. Then ask, what makes a good review? Okay, so part ng acquire. Explain the concept of a main idea and supporting details of written work with annotated examples. Okay, apply. Learners work in teams. So, they could work in teams to identify the main idea from short paragraphs assigned to them. Ito na yung part ng assess. It could be recitation, show short paragraphs, and ask learners to identify the main idea. And then adopt, reteach misconceptions before moving forward. So, ganoon naman talaga, hindi tayo nag-move forward without ensuring na natutuhan ng konsepto ng mga mag-aaral. Hindi tayo paramihan ang natalakay dito, kundi natutuba talaga ang ating mga bata sa konseptong ating tinatalakay. Okay, dito naman tayo sa pattern ng experiential learning. So, experience, reflect, conceptualize, and apply. So, it is best for connecting lessons to real life and context. Ginagawa na natin to, dati pa, wala namang bago. So, yung binigay na sample dito sa TLE, topic food preparation, experience. Learners work individually to prepare a sandwich. Reflection, facilitate individual and pay reflection. What challenges did you encounter? What helped you? Support naman ng conceptualize. Sa part ng conceptualize, watch videos with lectures to explain principles of food safety and preparation. And of course, apply, learners create their own preparation plan for another snack. Eto explicit instruction. Sige, mga veterano na, lalo na itong mga seasoned teachers natin. Ginagawa natin to. Itong explicit instruction na to, I do, we do, you do. As teachers, minomodel natin yung task sa bata before letting them to do their task na iminodel natin. Scaffold practice, tinuturo natin sa kanila by modeling and then by guided practice habang ginagawa na ng mga bata habang ginagawa ng mga learners natin yung task, we are there to guide them. And then, minomonitor natin, ginaguide natin ang mga bata so that we could give immediate feedback so that nakokorek yung mga bagay na hindi na pa nila kayang gawin. And then, eventually, right then and there, na i-improve o natututuhan ng bata yung konsepto. So, basahin natin. Sabi ng DepEd Philippines, I do, we do, you do. This is best for teaching new competencies and foundational skills. Ang sample na binigay dito sa reading, ang topic, identifying context clues. I do. Okay, ano naman yung sample sa we do? Class works through another examples together. Provide sentence stems to scaffold the thinking. You do? Assign passages to learners so they can identify meanings independently. Eto, inquiry learning, syempre, dahil talagang learner-centered tayo. Hindi natin, gone are the days na mayroong direct lecturing. So, inquiry-based learning, learner-centered. Dinidevelop natin yung higher order thinking skills sa pamamagitan ng mga tanong na lilinang sa critical thinking ng ating mga mag-aaral. We give problems, we give situations kung saan matutuklasan nila ang mga kasagutan sa mga katanungan, sariling pagtuklas sa kanilang mga katanungan. So, basahin natin. Inquiry learning. Question, investigate, analyze, share. So, this is best for building curiosity and critical thinking of our learners. Matagal na natin itong ginagawa. So, hindi na bago. Teachers, ha? Matagal na. So, this is just ulit to refresh or refresh natin, recalibrate ulit natin yung ating mga practices. So, ang sample natin dito, science, ano ang topic, causes of flooding, ano ang question. Start with a question na makakapukaw talaga ng curiosity. Bakit binabaha ang ating barangay? Things like those. Then, investigate. Learners look at the various sources from books online, references, rainfall maps, photos, and local observations. Lahat kung saan sila makakapangalap ng mga datos para masagot yung kanilang katanungan, yung kanilang curiosity. Next is the part analyze. Learners work in group to answer the question and identify possible causes. Andyan yung collaboration, collaborative practice ng mga bata. And then share. Groups present explanations and propose solutions. Sila mismo ang nakatuklas ng sagot sa kanilang mga katanungan. And syempre as teachers, we will always be there to guide, to give feedback, immediate feedback. So, alam na bata kung ano status. So, meron silang katanungan, nag-investigate sila para matuklasan ang kasagutan, hanggang sa makabuo sila ng conclusion, and then the learners themselves presented their findings. At syempre, nandiyan si teacher para umalalay. At sabi ko nga kanina, to always give the feedback to the performance of our learners. Okay, maraming salamat mga kapatid sa inyong pakikinig. Hanggang sa muli, samahan niyo ako at makagawa pa sana tayo ng iba pang mga videos. Marami tayong trabaho. Hindi tayo nakakabuo ng mga videos. Hindi natin ito nakakareer. But hopefully, mahanapan lagi natin ang oras at panahon ang pagbuo ng mga ganitong content. Maraming salamat. Hanggang sa muli, mag-iingat po tayong lahat.